really nice to have like a camp favorite, like a camp story like Thornton actually blossom into something like this. It's really cool to finally have that. We've had a lot of them over the years that just didn't pan out or didn't live up to it. But man, I mean, we really found something in this guy. I mean, he's got hands. He's still developing, but in the meantime, man, he can fly.
Yeah. Look, he was as advertised. I mean, and it was consistent in camp. It was, day after day, him just making plays. And so, I mean, you had to take advantage of that, right? So he's doing it during camp. Why would you not have the same confidence him coming into the season, especially if the guys are not there that you're going to utilize? So it's like, well, shoot, man, next guy up. You're the next guy up.
It happens a lot, though. It does. It happens a lot where it just doesn't. Whether it's confidence or it's just different in the real time game, it doesn't always translate. That's what I'm saying. It's just nice to see it like translate, like what you saw here, what you see in what you saw in camp, what you saw in preseason, what you're seeing in regular season. It's what I guess the cliche putting it all together, right? And I think he's putting it together right now, and he's playing like he belongs. Which is just great.
It's a twofold thing, right? Because it wasn't only with us. Patriot fans for the last few years have been raving about, oh man, if he only put what he did in training camp on the actual field, we're gonna have a stud. That's what the Patriots fans have always been saying. Patriot fans always talk about how, oh man, like he's awesome in camp. You see the videos that come out of camp, never came out during the game, and that could be for myriad of reasons, right? Quarterback situation, offensive line, whatever they had going on over there. But with us, we saw the same thing, right? Like, and I saw Patriot fans saying, "Oh, we'll wait till it gets to the game time," and we've seen it in game time. And not only is what we're seeing, what we heard in training camp and mini camp and preseason, we're also seeing Mahomes trust him. Mahomes trusts him. He drops that bomb tonight, which he should have had. But like a minute later, he throws that same bomb to him again. It was a harder pass and catch, and he catches it. And that just shows you Mahomes trusted, and not only have we seen the training camp heroes' names been called out before, but we've also heard a lot of times where, oh man, Pat doesn't really trust his guys, right? We've had guys like Justin Ross come in. We've had guys like MVS. We've had guys like Scott. We had different guys who come in during that period, and you could see that as Pat lost trust in some of these guys, or if he ever had developed that kind of chemistry with them. Tyquan Thornton's come in this year, and he's developed that chemistry with Pat, and it's pretty seamless. I gotta say how quickly they've caught on with each other. What do you guys think?
I think, but it goes back to camp. I think it was a little bit more consistent with him, and as opposed to Justin Ross. I mean, Justin Ross, he make a couple of plays. Everybody always talking about the basket catch. I was talking to somebody the other day. I said, man, people getting on me about his basket catch and this and that, and I was like, you know what? I told him he needs to do it again. You want to get on the field, you need to do it again. Tyquan Thornton, every opportunity he got out there in camp, he did it again. Kept hearing his name day after day. And so, yeah, Pat trusted him. And so when you build confidence up, okay, I'm just giving you a player perspective. In camp, when you're catching a ton of balls and you know the quarterback has confidence in you, all you're looking for is an opportunity to play. That's what it boils down to, right? Really. That's what it is. And so because of the misfortune of the two guys that we, with Worthy and Rice, he got thrust into the position to play. He's like, daggone, here's my shot. Here's my shot to, to make it all right. Okay. Didn't make it up there in New England. And, always people was using and saying whatever they wanted to say. But I actually have a legit shot to do some things out here. And once he got comfortable, Pat was comfortable with him. Now it's just sometimes you got to lean on guys like that. And they do have stories of guys who coming out of those, out of camp who's doing a really good job, right? It may not be the, first round picks and whatnot. He's like, who's this guy? Yeah, he's one of the camp favorites that came and tore it up. So it just adds on to now you know that you have this weapon. You was using him all camp. And then other guys, like somebody said, ball with Black Star says Worthy, Rice, Thornton. Come on, man. I mean, seriously. Let's trade for Kamara now. I mean, you got Steele, Hollywood Brown and Juju. We got a legit receiving core of guys that got experience and can play. So they needed to just get this one under their belt, man, for them to kind of like just breathe a little bit, right? They come on. So they were just talking about the emotion that they had during halftime. Guys talking like, look, okay, now this is ridiculous. We're much better than what we've shown. And it's time really to kind of go and attack them a little bit. So
yeah, I think when everyone's back, I think I'm pro Thornton getting more playing time than Hollywood Brown at this point.
That's kind of the commentary in the chat. Everyone's saying that Thornton is the guy over Hollywood Brown. So everyone's saying in the chat before you even got on, JD. What do you make of that? How do you feel as far as a tier wise of Thornton and Hollywood?
I think that's a ridiculous statement. That's what I think. Seriously.
What Thornton does best, Hollywood doesn't do one thing better than him.
So when he goes deep and catches the football, great. We seen Hollywood Brown catch 10 balls. There's a reason why you got somebody legitimately catching balls, because he's a solid receiver in this league. He's got experience. He's not won over. That's why, like with this group, everybody can eat in a week. It doesn't change. It shouldn't change that way. And so these tiers are getting guys in. Hollywood Brown is still the number 3 wide receiver to me. It's just not. It's just absolutely.
I think by reputation he is.
Of course, he's earned it. Look,
that doesn't. Who he was is not who he is, right?
What do you mean?
I think the same reason why I'm saying Kelce's not our number 1 anymore. People are like, really? Based on his resume, but like the resume of what you've done is not who you are at the current time. I don't think Hollywood. I don't know if it's because of injuries or he's not acclimated enough. I don't know what it is, but he's not as effective as Thornton is for what they do best. Yeah, he had 10 catches. He had 16 targets that game. If you give Tyquan Thornton 16 targets, he's going to catch 8 to 10 balls for 100 yards. What I mean,
I don't know. Well, look, I don't know that. What I do know, proof is in the pudding. You throw the ball, he must be getting open. He caught 10 balls. So to me, that's a solid receiver. So as far as like,
I didn't say he wasn't solid. I just said I think Tyquan Thornton's above him on that's all.
Well, okay, I disagree with that. I think Tyquan Thornton does a thing very well, right? He runs deep routes very well. Like he's that receiver. So everybody has a different skill set, right?
Totally.
Same thing, yes. Remigio and all those different things. Tyquan Thornton, if you want to run deep, cool. Hollywood Brown, him coming out that break, catching the ball out on the out route, it was a strike. He caught it, but that's what Hollywood Brown could do well. He's a possession receiver. So, and I think, when guys look at this and week in and week out, you had to sit there and say, okay, what our defense is doing and what are they trying to stop? Did they see a guy like Tyquan Thornton actually coming? Maybe they didn't. But if I'm looking at Hollywood Brown, who legitimately have caught a number of balls in the NFL, him catching the 10 balls say he still can do those things. Seriously. I mean, I just really, Tyquan Thornton does something well, something we wanted MVS to be able to do. We got the guy that can do that. Now, Hollywood Brown coming out the break, better than Tyquan Thornton, without a doubt. Much more quicker. Absolutely. Better hands. No doubt about it. Tyquan Thornton, he's got a lane for him to be in.
Does he have better hands?
Who?
You're saying Hollywood definitely has better hands than Thornton?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
I think there's more variety to his route tree. So we're seeing Hollywood catch a little bit more balls, whereas Tyquan we're seeing him just catch 9 routes, and that's pretty much all he's doing out there.
That's his thing, right?
Some of those balls are hard, man. Those are hard balls.
What's that?
Some of those balls are hard. I don't know if Hollywood's going down with some of those balls.
Look, the NFL receivers. Teja, listen, I'm just telling you.
No, I know, but I've lived through the Sky Moores of the world. NFL receivers should be able to catch a lot of balls that they don't always catch. That's the thing. Like, guys don't always catch easy things, right? I mean,
Sky Moore was struggling. There's guys in the league that do struggle when I'm looking at guys that catch balls, proof is in the pudding because Hollywood Brown has been doing it over the years. He has great hands. He runs great routes. That's why Hollywood Brown is effective. He is.
Yeah.
So I'm not
And
going
I'm
to
not dogging Hollywood. I'm not dogging him. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you just sit there and say Tyquan Thornton needs to be the third guy.
I said when everyone's back because I think when everyone's back, we have guys that do things amazingly well. Worthy does a lot of things. Rice is a slant merchant with a yak. I think Thornton has that definitive like deep threat role that no one else does as well on him on the team. That's why I think he's got something set in stone for him no matter who's out there. Like we could have Chase and Higgins out there and Thornton's still getting targets every week because what he does, not many guys, definitely on our team, do better than him. I think he might be the best deep threat, arguably, on our team. Hey, man. Hey, don't tell me Worthy because last year Worthy couldn't get his foot in bounds for half of those balls, or he couldn't catch him on deep balls, and him and Mahomes didn't get on the same page.
I will. Mahomes has good chemistry, has better chemistry with Thornton on the deep ball that I have seen in a while on deep balls. I will say that.
Yes. But that means something, though, because Mahomes is our quarterback, so that's important.
It does, but Xavier Worthy, him catching one in the Super Bowl, we wanted to continuous thing. In camp, they were doing the same thing deep to Xavier Worthy.
It took 20 weeks, but we finally got there with Worthy and Mahomes.
Yeah. Well,
it took 4 weeks.
Gauge the fastest guy in the league. I mean,
it took 1 week with Thornton, though.
Huh?
It took 1 week with Thornton to get there already.
Well, shoot, Pat, like, man, you ain't out. You can't outrun my arm. Xavier Worthy? He like, X. Yo, like I got to get that down. Like once we get that down where I'm launching the ball, these are things you just try, man. You do. So now all of a sudden we got it now. Tyquan Thornton's the #1 receiver, and when Rice and him come back, so Rice and Worthy come back, Tyquan Thornton's the deep ball guy. That's what Teja just said. I got it. Okay.
The way he repositions for those deep balls, he is no,
look.
I'm gonna say elite deep ball guy because that's what I think. Look, the way he's playing right now. Here, I'm gonna say somewhere else right now. The way he's playing right now, if he continues this, forget about re-signing him. He's gonna get paid a lot of money out there.
Good.
We signed MVS to that contract that a lot of people liked, and then they hated very quickly. He's going to get more than MVS money because, again, his skill set is extremely hard to find out there. This is why guys get drafted in the first round from running a fast 40 time with weak college tape. This is how they get that. Because guys are like, oh, this guy just turns into the deep that we want him to be. Man, sky's the limit. Thornton's doing it right now. He's not just a 40-yard dash anymore. He's turning that into an actual career,
No, look, he's still building on it. Yeah, look,
100%.
Yeah, that shit, we done made him all of a sudden. What is it, AJ Brown now? Who's he supposed to be? He's Devontae Adams? Listen, the man is ascending to get to being better, right? And I want him to get more shots and more chances. Absolutely. The thing is with the whole group is now you're sitting there saying, you just can't key on one guy just being a deep ball. Now you got a Worthy. Now you got a Thornton. Now you got a Hollywood Brown. Now you got a Rashee Rice who plays on the outside. You want to necessarily put him in slot. And so now all these different things that you have, it's just more weapons. It is. So now you can't double up Rice. We can't double up and run bracket on Worthy. Now you got legit guys to get behind the defense.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you want.
Wait till the number 4 cornerbacks on him.
Huh?
Wait till the number 4 corners on him.
Yeah, that's what but it's mismatches, right? And so if you take a chance and opportunity to give that guy one, no doubt about it. But if I'm sitting over here and I'm sitting there saying, look, I need a play that I need to move the chains, intermediate routes and whatnot, I'm going to look for Hollywood Brown. I'm going to look for Juju, okay? Thornton does something very well, okay?
Right now, you're saying that right now.
What do you mean? Yeah. What do you mean?
4 weeks, I'm saying Rice is that guy, though, right? Rice is that guy.
Yeah. Week 7 when he comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying when those guys come back is what I was saying.
But when those guys come back, they're gonna need somebody to take them out. When somebody, hey, coach, I need somebody to come in. Hollywood, we need for you to run this, bang 8. Juju, we need for you to get this curl route, at 10 to 12 yards. Those guys, because they know what to do, and that's all but that's why I said in this wide receiver room, we already had enough. The reason we had enough is because of Hollywood Brown, because of a Juju, and now Tyquan Thornton is, now he's emerged as actually a legit weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, cool. I can't take the crown and put it on his head now. Like, well, shoot, now he's gonna come out there, man. This sucker gonna have a long tail and
let me be his agent. Let me be his agent.
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
I'll get his ass. I'll get his ass paid.
I got you. And look, like I said about Justin Ross, all you want him to do, yes, when he has opportunities, give him a shot to throw the ball. Give him a shot. Now, what's what I'm going to tell you, though? This is what's going to happen in the league. All right? It happens with everybody. When a guy starts catching balls like that, defensive coordinators take notice.
Yeah.
So they're sitting there saying, well, this guy, this is what they do. Here's the tendency. And so we start watching what some of the tendencies are with the Tyquan Thornton when he comes in. And so those are things adjustments that defensive coordinators have to make as well. And so that's when somebody actually starts, scheming you somewhat. Now you're on the board. Now you're on the board. Now they see you. Okay. Now it's like, you know what? He's a legit guy. He can go up and go get it. And so everybody, like I said, everybody has their niche that they can do. That's his. So yeah, I don't. But like I said, Xavier Worthy, he's still the deep ball threat to me. That's the one you throw the ball to. Deep.
It was nice to see him catch that short touchdown too, right? Thornton.
Yeah. It was. Right. And matter of fact, it was such a great design play that everybody watched Pat's eyes going to the right. It was just designed, and Thornton just found the window. Shock! He just put it right on him. But those are the things, man. I love him having an opportunity. I do. So,
moral of the story is when Worthy and Rice come back, we're set with Hollywood or Tyquan Thornton, however they get rotated into the game. And also Jalen Royals too, whenever he gets a shot. I thought we were going to see a little bit of him tonight. He just was there on the sidelines, all suited up, but never got any play, which is interesting.
Yeah. But even saying all of that, you still have to have the right play calls at the right time, the tempos and stuff like that. And what I seen the second half, it looked a lot different than it did the first.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.